Good Tuesday morning to you. It is April 7th. Hope your day's off to a great start. Couple of nice days of weather. Had a gorgeous day yesterday. Decided to take a little break. Back at it this morning, taking a look at the big weather picture for today and the week ahead, and even a little early glimpse at next week is what I have in store for you forecast-wise this morning. But it's going to be a great day out there today. Here's a live look up towards Kansas City from the Belton area. We're going to have mostly sunny skies today. A few clouds will drift throughout the day. Winds are out of the northeast. They're kind of chilly this morning, and they're going to turn out of the southeast this afternoon. And actually, that's going to bring us a little bit of warmer air for some of the forecast area. It's going to stay cooler in other portions. It's kind of an interesting day, temperature-wise, but honestly, it's dry. It's really going to be a pretty great day. Let's take a look at the rest of the week and what we have to in store for the weekend. Looks like what it's shaping up, at least according to this morning's data. Brought to you by Kyle Best at State Line Group in Hume, Missouri. There's the phone number. Please keep them in mind. Take a screenshot. Anytime that you need some dirt work, earth work, done or moved, these are the guys that you want to give a call. Appreciate you keeping them in mind. Hop online and jump on their Facebook page. You can see pictures of a storm shelter that they have on there as well, if that interests you or your family, bringing you local weather coverage today. And I appreciate State Line Group for doing that. All right, here's what I said about chilly temperatures this morning. It's 41 to 39 in Kansas City. It's around 43 over in Paola, 46 down towards Carthage. But check this out. If I use composite radar, we are still seeing some precipitation and a few bands of snow moving through northeast Missouri this morning, where it is 33 degrees, probably a little cooler than that off in extreme northeast Missouri. So a little bit of everything going on around the forecast area today. Let me go ahead and take temperatures off of here so that I can show you some other data that I want to go over this morning. Let's do the severe weather outlooks first. Again, nothing happening for today. As we get into tomorrow and as we build toward the rest of the week, our shower chances increase. I do think the bottom line is that we might get through most of this week, if not all of it, and into the weekend without significant widespread severe weather. Could have a few thunderstorms here and there, but rain is definitely on the way for some of us again. Kind of a complicated forecast, but I'm not sure we're talking about severe weather this week, possibly as we start off next week. So we'll go one step at a time. Here is tomorrow's severe weather outlook. We're just talking about general thunderstorms, and I think this really deals with the later part of the day or even the overnight. Here is Thursday's. I had to get my days right. Here's Thursday's severe weather outlook then. I'm going to watch this one. I do think that there is a chance for possibly some supercell structures according to this morning's data, and we'd be talking about more northern Kansas for that. So I'm going to watch and see maybe this gets elevated, maybe it doesn't, because it's probably not widespread severe. But this is that severe weather outlook where we're, again, most of us just talking about scattered thunderstorms around the area for Thursday. As we get into Thursday and through the weekend, let me go ahead and talk about rain chances. So again, I think this starts off, I was showing you severe weather, so I think we're talking about north central Kansas, going up towards northern Missouri as we get into tomorrow. As we go for the next 3 days, watch kind of what happens as we go a little bit deeper into the week. Precipitation, Wednesday, Thursday. Like I said, all that stuff is going to wind up northern Kansas, Kansas City, and points to the north, picking up around 1 inch of rainfall. For us down here to the south, seems to be like Paola, Harrisonville is where that gradient's going to be between 1/2 inch and 3/10 of an inch, 1/4 to 3/10, something like that. We get down here towards Butler, Rich Hill, Nevada, we're just going to get a few raindrops up to maybe 1/10 of an inch. But let's go through the next 5 days. So this is going to take us just into the weekend. We see it gets heavier. We see those tracks continue because there's actually a boundary that's going to stall out across the area. We think it's going to be in the Kansas City area. So I think we're going to see heavier rain amounts up here around Kansas City, where we may get another 2 inches over the next 5 days. Come down here into west central Missouri. I think we're standing around 1 inch to about 1.5 inches for portions of east central Kansas over the next 5 days. Again, approaching that 1 inch to 1.25 inches all around portions of east central Kansas. But let's go out 1 week, picking up some precipitation I do see coming in over the weekend. Where might we be over the next 7 days rainfall wise here in west central Missouri? I'm looking at 1.8 inches possible again over the next week. It's going to be heavier up to the north and to the northeast, 2.5 inches possible just south of Kansas City over here on the Kansas side. So it's going to be gradual. Again, a few flooding concerns, but I'm happy to see that some of our heavily precipitated areas over the last couple rain events are not going to receive the heaviest amount this particular time, but more rain on the way after a couple of dry days. Do think that we will avoid severe weather for most of it. So here we go into temperatures for today. Just want to go ahead and point out, because of that front, look how crazy this is today, but I do think we'll see up around 62 up in Kansas City. About 72 down in Joplin. Most of Kansas going to get into the 70s today. We're going to see everything. We're going to see quite a mix, actually. This is kind of crazy. For Missouri temperatures, it's going to only be 40s up in very northern Missouri today. Contrast that with these 60s and 70s down here around the Springfield, Joplin area. So there you go. Kansas, most of you guys into maybe even the mid 70s for you guys today. Pretty great. So, as we were saying, I threw this one in here just to show you that stuff winds out precipitation-wise up in northeast Missouri. Not too concerned about anything for any of us as the rest of the day goes on, even through tomorrow. North American model showing me that a few waves of precipitation start up in those areas where we were going to see heavier precipitation amounts, where that frontal boundary parks out. And this is like 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Wednesday night, if anybody needs to know that. I think that's when the first waves of precipitation wind through. So big picture forecast, here is what we're looking at. This is kind of what I'm keeping my eye on to see, well, I mean, it is severe weather season. What are we talking about next? Friday into Saturday, I start to see a pattern shift. I mean, we just have scattered showers up until then. Friday night over into Saturday is when things start to shift. Basically, we start to warm up, but I do see a severe weather chance coming on the backside of that. So Friday into Saturday, look at this upper level ridging that starts to develop. We always talk about warm air advection with that, and temperatures rising. So, I mean, that's a pretty good sign headed into the weekend. On the second half of the weekend, I am paying attention to this trough that digs in. Look at that, off of some low pressure that starts to move up out of the southwest. So I do wonder if we aren't talking about showers and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon and evening, Sunday night over into Monday, something like that. So I go out to the Storm Prediction Center here, and based on all of that, looking at Sunday, as that trough digs in across the Central Plains, possibly a severe weather risk here for southern Kansas area, as you can see there. And as we move over into Monday, as that second trough digs through, possibly severe weather outlook for Monday, April 13th. So again, almost a full week away. Just want to go ahead and point those out. That may be our next most significant chance for widespread severe weather. Keep an eye on that with that pattern change. Here is your 10-day temperature forecast. Like I say, by and large, once that ridging takes over, we can expect a heat wave to build. So, yeah, pretty great today. Wednesday, mid-70s. Tomorrow, 78 degrees. There's that little cold front moving through Thursday, Friday. Do you think we will see some showers, as I was showing you with that? Don't think we're talking about severe weather there, possibly a couple of strong storms. We'll look into that as we get closer. Then, as I was showing you, that upper level ridging, look at that, 79 for Saturday, 77 Sunday, into the 80s to start off next week, as we might be talking about those stronger or possibly severe showers and thunderstorms moving through. But a lot of time to go between then and now, lots of stuff to keep an eye on, and I will keep you posted. Have an awesome Tuesday. See you later.